What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for joining us here on this special Friday night. It is the area round of the playoffs. We got the Sulphur Springs Wildcats going up against Wilmer-Hutchins. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I'm Tyler Lennon. I'm joined as always by Grayson McClure. What's going on, man?
Dude, we had an exciting round one.
We did.
Now we're
had
back,
a very
dude.
exciting round one.
I'm super excited, man.
Yeah, so do you want to kind of start there and then work our way to tonight's game?
Yeah, for sure.
Last game, you and I, during the pregame show, predicted it would be close for most of the game, and then I think we thought there in the second half it might start to pull away.
Right.
Very much not what we got. It was a much closer game than I think even you and I were expecting.
Yeah, man, and I mean, to be honest, the Sulphur Springs kind of got away with it there at the end. We looked like that Lindell may have, it looked like they drew a foul, and it just wasn't called there at the end. And we were, obviously up one, and it was to probably their best player, and he's probably knocking at least one of those down. And in overtime, it's anybody's game. So
yeah, I mean, if I were Lindell, I'd feel very good about that situation. You had the ball down by one, 15 seconds left. You start to drive, and you think, if nothing else, I've drawn contact. I'll probably get the foul here. But, of course, there was no call. Sulphur Springs goes on to win the game. But that's also the thing about the playoffs. One, every team you play is a good team. They have earned the right to be there, and anything can happen. And I don't think that necessarily is an indication of what to expect from tonight's game.
Yeah, and that's possible. That's one of the things is like we always talk about responding. And how can you respond? How do you respond after you win a big 20-point game? How do you respond after that? Do you kind of get back, or do you still go punch them in the mouth? How do you respond after a game that really you should have won by double digits? They didn't play great at all. Nothing was scout specific. So today, it's hard to say it's a bounce-back game because it is the playoffs, but it is because
it does feel like a bounce-back game. And even the conversations that I've had with Coach Shaver, I think he kind of feels the same way. I don't want to speak on his behalf or anything, but just from the conversations we've had, I use specifically the phrase bounce-back game, and I didn't get a lot of pushback or anything.
Right. And that's the thing is we've played Wilmer-Hutchins obviously before, and
in the season opener.
Yeah, and we won by 12. But man, the first game of the year is completely different from round two in the playoffs.
Yes.
It is a completely different ball team, whether it's for the good or the bad.
And Coach Shaver himself said this is a much better team, Wilmer-Hutchins that is, than when they played them.
Right, and
they're a very athletic team.
Yeah,
and from what I can tell, not necessarily in terms of height, but just in size, they look a lot bigger than us.
Yeah, they do look bigger. They're physical. They're very well coached. You can tell that they tend to be scout specific. They help a lot. So last game, we saw Cordic kind of get what he wanted in the first quarter. I don't think we're going to see that tonight.
Cordic got off to a very hot start last game. I think he had 7 or 9 in the first quarter alone. And finished with, 17, I believe?
Yes, he's finished with 17, and he played great. Obviously, he was the player of the game. But
the Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game.
Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game. And I think overall that game, round one, we weren't able to stay on obviously too late after because there was a game right after ours.
Right,
but
which will not be the case tonight. If the Wildcats win tonight,
correct.
We will hopefully be able to do post-game interviews and everything, which we love being able to do.
That was a game that I think Shaver left the gym, and you could see it in his face, is Lindell won that game. We shouldn't have won that game. We got away with it, and they did, frankly. They got away with the close. It shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah, but a conversation that I was having with him is like sometimes that might be exactly what you need, especially from a team that hasn't had to play a close game in a long time.
Yes.
I don't know. This might not be an amazing comparison, but do you remember 2014, 2015? The 2-seed Spurs played the 7-seed Mavs. Mavs take them 7 games somehow, and then the Spurs run through everybody else and win the finals. I don't think it even got to 6 games for the rest of the playoffs. I mean, maybe it is one of those situations. Maybe they really needed a wake-up call, a scare, something like that.
And the same thing with the Golden State Warriors. Clippers did it to the Golden State Warriors, brought them 6. So it could, we talked about before last game how this district was one of the easiest, if not the easiest 4A district in the state of Texas. So it was good to do that because we talked about how the first 2 rounds are generally not necessarily easy because they are all good teams. Obviously, Lindell showed, but the 3rd round is just such a big jump because you're playing that number 1 seed now.
We talked about that last game. To me and you both, that is kind of the cutoff. That's the
Yeah.
It's a completely different ballgame from there. I do kind of want to talk about what would be next, but I'm almost afraid to even look ahead. You know what I mean? Not that me looking ahead is going to make any sort of difference at all. But yeah, after this, we've already talked about it a little bit, but you would probably get Dallas Pinkston, who's number 6 in the state. If you get past that, you would get number 1 Faith Family, number 2 Dallas Carter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very tough road.
Well, now in Pinkston, obviously their best player is hurt. So third round's kind of up in the air. I think even for this, I mean, you see, I think this is a positive for Sulphur Springs' last game. So when you, as a high school team, when you're a lower seed, when you're an underdog, and you see, oh, they only beat this team by 4. They only beat, you're like, oh, we got it. And I think that could be a positive for Sulphur Springs. Is Wilmer-Hutchins like, oh, they only beat Lynn by 1?
I also think what might be a bit of a positive is this is a very senior-heavy team, and I think a lot of those seniors walked out that last game and thought, oh my God, my career almost just ended.
Yeah. Well,
and it should not have. And I like to think maybe you're going to come out with a little more focus, a little more intensity tonight.
Right. And one of my best friends, Mayor Millsap, he was there at the game with me. And we talked after the game. He's friends with a lot of the players, and he got in the car and he was like, yeah, they're mad. They're mad. They're not happy by any means, and you could tell by the expression.
Yeah, 100%. Like, even when we were sitting there doing the brief post game, like they're taking their picture with the trophy and everything, and a lot of them were like,
yeah, it was more of a face of relief.
Yes.
Rather than all right, there we go, round 1's completed. Right. It wasn't like a domination. Which at the end of the day, I mean, any and every playoff game, every playoff win is a big deal. We don't need to underplay that at all. But side note, I noticed this is the 7th year in a row that they've made it to the area round of the playoffs. Yeah, it's so crazy. Being obviously we grew up around the area. I mean, I've Sulphur Springs all my life, and you grew up around the area. Mm-hmm. Seeing the difference in the basketball program. I mean, you talked about you at Rains, how y'all would play Sulphur Springs.
Right.
Well, now that can't happen.
No, Miller Grove.
Yes, excuse me. Yeah, so, and put up a fight, and those are the tournaments we were in. We're playing Wills Point, and no disrespect to those teams, but if you're a 5A, 4A team, you should be playing those.
Yeah, and now they're playing 5 and 6A schools.
Yeah, and it is exciting. If we can get, to the third round, that's the second year in a row. It's, I think, 4 out of 5 years we've been to the third round. And then, of course, regionals, 2 out of 5 years. If you can get there to regionals, which you don't want to jump ahead too far. Right. 2 out of 5 years is very good for a small town like Sulphur Springs as well.
Absolutely. As y'all can tell, still about 20 minutes before tip-off, but we've got some fans starting to pack in here. Before we go any further, we want to start telling you about some of our sponsors that make all of this possible, starting with our friends over at iFocus. Here at Chad's Media, we want to make sure that you get to see all the action, and so do our friends at iFocus Vision Care. They provide the highest quality of optometry care as well as a full range of optometry services. iFocus is also very accommodating as they accept a number of insurance plans. Give them a call at 903-439-2020 or visit them at 1100 Mockingbird Lane. If you're looking to enhance your vision, call them today. Again, they offer a full range of optometry services and optical eyewear. And I also want to tell you about our friends over at Discount Wheel and Tire. Discount Wheel and Tire Sulphur Springs offers a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. Yeah, we have stands are starting to fill up a little bit, man.
Yeah, last game it wasn't too full, especially in that gym. Like, it wasn't as full as it usually is. But maybe that was just the first round. I think the deeper you go in the playoffs, the more fans show up.
And especially kind of like what we were just talking about, once you get used to going to at least the second round every year, sometimes the regional quarterfinal, I think there is, and, you can watch it from your home, which we want people to come. We want people to pack the stands. You can catch us on the replay. Like, I even saw people in our comments that were saying, like, we're going to come and then we'll catch y'all later. And, like, I would prefer that, honestly.
I do think that probably has something to do with it. It's like, well, I can't just watch it, which is great for us. Obviously, we love that. But, yeah, that is a good point. Because, like, of course, when we go to state, of course, we're going to break the record for the highest attendance ever. Right. Like, we never even thought of something like that. This also helps.
So you're right up the street. It's in Royse City. It's literally a straight shot on the interstate.
It's an easy
It's a Friday night compared to a Tuesday night. It's at 7 o'clock compared to 6 o'clock. There's a lot of things, I think. I'm hoping we'll have a great crowd here tonight.
For sure. So, Tyler, tonight, obviously, last game we talked about, like I said, I think they walk away saying Lindale won that game. We just got away with it. The way they play, I think they outplayed Sulphur Springs. I think it's just overall, I think they played a better basketball game. So tonight, it's one of those things where I think you were possibly out-coached, maybe, last game, because they were obviously very scout-specific. They were very hard on, like, okay, we're not going to give Branson Lindley too many shots. We're not just going to let – obviously, they let Cordic kind of do what they tried to hold him down, but they just got in foul trouble, and Cordic just dominated like he can, and he's able to. But eventually they made adjustments. With Sulphur Springs, there wasn't really any adjustments throughout the game. And tonight, when you're in the playoffs, when you get to halftime, you have to make adjustments. You have to, after every timeout, every quarter, especially halftime, you're saying, okay, hey, Desmond Williams, he's hot tonight. We got to go after him tonight. We got to attach to him now. We can't let him have it. Let's throw some double teams at him. Any situation like that to throw off the team. Sulphur Springs, they were kind of stagnant in what they were doing. They were kind of they were like, okay, here's our identity, but we're not going to change anything. But tonight, now you're at the point where you may have to change some things. You stick to your identity, but maybe switch up the defenses a little more often. We saw Sulphur Springs do it a couple times, but Lindale, for example, was a team that obviously wasn't great against traps. If you watch their film, and you knew that. And we even trapped them, and they kind of looked shaky a little bit once they got it out of their number one hand. So tonight, it's about those adjustments. It's like, okay, who's their best player? Okay, we got to keep an eye on him. Are they hot? Can they shoot? Are they shooting the rock very well? Are they feeling it? Okay, let's try to attach shooters. Their guards love to get downhill. They run a lot of offensive sets. They'll constantly set these back screens for the off-ball guards so they can get to the rim. So tonight, as much as it is about the players buying into the system, as much it is about, Branson Lynn hitting shots, Cordic Turner doing his game, as much it is about the players playing like they had played all year, it's just the coaches are just as important tonight. And that's what you get in round 2, round 3 in the playoffs is coaching may be the biggest factor in these games.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. You see that, again, a team like Lindale, they were a good team, but very, very well coached. Yeah. And we've seen a number of teams like that. I think Lufkin always has a ton of success. They have very good coaching. Yes. I 100% agree with that.
I think last game I mentioned, I think we were just out-coached, and I don't think that's a knock to Shaver. It happens to the best coaches in the world, where you get out-coached.
Shaver himself gave a ton of credit to the Lindale coach, and rightfully so. Still just a little over 15 minutes until we get underway tonight. We cannot wait. We are very, very, very excited. I think we might as well tell the people some more about some of our friends. What do you think?
Got to.
Why don't we start off with the people we are very proud to tell you about, Triple Crown Roofing, who was one of Chaz Media's very first clients. Blake and Lindsey Johnson, everyone over at Triple Crown Roofing. They are not only the #1 roofing company in the area, but they care so much about the community and give so much back. Triple Crown provides customers with superior roofing systems, and their quality and workmanship and products set them apart from other area companies. They're located on East Shannon Road, and you can find all their contact information and more on their website, triplecrownusa.com. Also, we want to thank everyone for tuning in to the live stream tonight. Another live stream you can catch later this weekend is that of the Way Bible Church. Then we'll welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. You can also catch our live stream at 10:45 at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come find a place to belong at the Way Bible Church. All right, Grayson, are we ready to start giving, do you want to give a prediction now, or do you want to wait a little bit longer?
We can,
I'll go ahead and tell you mine. I'll let you think on it for a little while if you want to, but I'm ready to give mine.
I know my prediction. I just don't know if I want to give it now. Well, okay. I'll do it now, and then I'll remind the viewers right before the game. So what's your prediction?
I think we do win tonight. I really do. I think it's a good bounce-back game. I think that was the scare they needed. I think they come back and win this game. Not in a blowout or anything, but I do think it's an 8-point win, maybe a 9, a 10-point win, somewhere in that range.
Okay, so here's my thing.
I've never been optimistic before, so don't come for me the one time I am.
Usually you're the pessimistic one.
Not about this team, just in general, in all of life.
In life, yeah. Whereas I'm not. I try to look at life as an optimistic view. Now, granted, I try to be as honest as possible during these, and I think I've done a great job at that. I think that's why people enjoy watching us, because we are honest. We're calling it like we see it. I've gotten flack for having SS losing.
We have both gotten flack for that, yeah.
I'm in a position where I need Sulphur Springs to prove me wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because last game, it worried me. It really did worry me. I think it showed a lot of kind of just weak areas in our game. And so it wouldn't shock me if Sulphur Springs loses by 5. But I'll say this. I am very confident that they'll prove me wrong.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm standing at. I think that right now I'm leaning towards a loss, but I'm 99% confident they prove me wrong, and I know they have the ability to prove me wrong.
They definitely do, for sure.
So that's what I'm going with. So in terms of proving them wrong, Tyler, what do you think after watching game 1, what do you think Sulphur Springs has to do to prove me wrong?
Well, one, I think they have to get out to a better start. They have really struggled getting out of the gate, and they've also really struggled with creating separation. It's like they get to that point where you're up by 6 or 8, and this is your chance to put it away for good.
Yes.
And they just can't finish.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's just more attention to detail. I don't know how you fix that per se, but you've got to find a way. If you get that opportunity tonight, you've got to put it away.
Yeah, if you get off to a hot start, man, it's going to be – because here's the thing, during district, we may not have been off to hot starts, but second half we just stretched the lead out. We pulled away with it. Playoffs, it's hard to do that after the second half, and I think we learned that last game. We kept saying, we said, all right, if Lindale can keep this at 5 or under at halftime, it's a tough game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did.
They keep it 4 or under there in 4 quarter, and they did it. And you have to, in the first half, is so important because second half, coaches are making at halftime, they're making so many adjustments because you're scouting so much that the alternative routes to go to if you're the other ball team. So I completely agree with you that a hot start is probably the biggest factor tonight.
I'd also really lean on my seniors tonight. Cordrick, Parker, Branson, again, you saw how close you got to things being over. I need you to remember that. I need you to have that feeling in the back of your head and say, no, I'm not done playing basketball with these guys. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it moving, get the win tonight, and move on to the regional quarterfinal.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I think, on that topic, Parker Wisenhunt, Branson, these seniors, right, you have to be smart. Parker Wisenhunt, I think, there was some times when he got carried away, and I think he'd agree with that. There were some fouls that
it was just in the foul department, and again, just a little bit too aggressive. By the way, why don't we go ahead and go through some of these stats from the last game. Obviously, Cordrick Turner was our player of the game. He led the team in points with 17 and rebounds at 7. Parker was right behind him, though, 15 points, 7 of 12 from the field, which is very efficient. Branson also was in double digits, 12 points. He shot 50% from 3. They were all strong performances.
Right. There at the end, it just got they weren't playing like themselves at all.
You were up by 8 with 2 minutes left in that ball game, and then before you know it, you win by 1. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. And I think, I know Branson, I mentioned Mayor spoke to a lot of the players. He spoke to him after, and Branson was he was pissed at himself because he thought, he was like, nah, I almost blew that game because, the layup, stuff like that. So I think tonight, obviously, I think Branson, especially Branson, he has the maturity to be like, okay, I made a mistake on that layup. I should have probably just kept it out. He's not going to make a mistake like that. So I think if it's a close game, I think they handle it a lot better tonight if they're winning. If they're losing, that's where I get scared because we haven't really seen this team.
That's true. Not in a long time anyway.
Yes, in a long time. Yes, correct.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes back to the hot start thing. Get out to a hot start, get your lead, play from ahead. Again, a little under 10 minutes now. We'll go ahead and throw the scoreboard up there for y'all so y'all can follow along. A little under 10 minutes. We've got Chief Keef playing. It's a good time, dude.
Dude, yeah,
it's a good time.
Their playlist is incredible so far.
What's wild is this came out my senior year of high school.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to know why I know that? Because I was the world's biggest Chief Keef fan. But yeah, Finally Rich came out my senior year of high school.
I had to be the 4th grade.
Do you think those guys out there know what this is or no?
A couple from our team. I think a couple do.
They know Chief Sosa?
I think a couple of them may know.
I like to think so. Before we go any further, again, we're getting ready to start tonight's game. Obviously, once it's time to do the national anthem and start lineups, Grayson and I will get out of the way, but then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night. But while we got a second, Want to tell you about our friend Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. She is your hometown realtor. Getting into the real estate market can be overwhelming and intimidating. So who better to go with than the best hometown realtor who knows the people of Hopkins County and their real estate needs. Nobody works harder and is happier to help the people of Hopkins County than Katie. Give her a call at 903-243-2304 or email her at katie@janetmartinrealty.com. That's Katie, K-A-T-I, to see how she can put you in a new home today. Also want to tell you about our friends at Jones Custom Structures. They offer a number of custom structures specific to any of your needs. They offer storage buildings, cabins, carports, shops, metal homes, steel building kits, as well as dirt and concrete work. Offices, greenhouses, barndominiums, covered areas, and barns, you name it. Give them a call at 903-440-3680 or email jonesfirewood@yahoo.com. See how they can meet any of your building needs. They also have you covered on seasoned wood for smoking. Grayson, you and I have both been texting about it throughout the course of the day. I don't know why. We have nothing to do with this game. We're just sitting back and watching it, but I'm nervous as if I'm playing it. And the Chief Keef going on, like, I'm hyped right now. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Because it's such a – last game, I think, threw everybody off so much that it just kind of changes your perspective on the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%, because, again, I think – it goes back to what we were talking about. You make it to this round at least this round, 7 years in a row. Yeah. You kind of get jaded a little bit. Right. Like, you're supposed to do this. No, every playoff win is huge. Yeah. I mean, people go their whole high school career without a playoff win. Right. Like, we can't take that for granted at all.
Yeah, man. This is a big game. And listen, man, Wilmer-Hutchins, they've had a kind of a rough season this year, but man, I mean, historically, they're a good basketball program. They've been ranked, obviously, the last few years. This year, they started off ranked. But, you know, when you play a team like that has a good history, those teams, they're nothing to just scoff at. When you have a good history, they know what winning looks like, and they know what it feels like, and they want that. Because once you win, man, it's hard to go back. It's really difficult for – I mean, you see it with NBA players all the time. They can't rebuild. They can't because they love to win so much. So, yeah, I mean, this game, it's a fascinating game. Like I said, I'm hoping they prove me wrong. I'm only throwing a unit on Wilmer-Hutchins. I'm throwing one unit, but because I have full confidence in Sulphur Springs tonight. But
I like to think very few of our viewers know what you're referring to, but
yeah. Well, yeah, probably.
Just jokey jokes. Nothing serious. Obviously, the fans started to pack in a little over 6 minutes before we get everything started. Grayson, any last things you want to touch on before it's game time?
I think the three biggest keys tonight for Sulphur Springs is, you know, last game I talked about playoff keys. I can't jump ahead like that. I got to go game by game. I think number one, communicate on defense. Last game we saw way too many open threes. Tonight that cannot happen. They screen a lot. They're moving around a lot. They're trying to get those open cutters and open back screens for guards. They can't force post touches. Last game we saw a lot of times where they were trying to force it to Cordry, and they're probably because you want to, right? He's an incredible post player.
Oh yeah, and he had gotten off to such a hot start and everything. Right. Like, of course you want to keep beating a guy like that.
But you can't force it, especially when a team like Wilmer-Hutchins is this athletic, is this smart. You can't force stuff like that. Number three, you can't worry about Dallas Pinkston.
Agreed.
You can't say a word about Dallas Pinkston tonight in the locker room. Not until the game's over. You don't say a word about
so I didn't even want to bring them up myself. I was like, let's just focus on this one right now. But I agree with you. I agree with every single one of those. I don't know, man. I'm just ready to get this game started. I still feel confident though. I'm giving a Wildcat win tonight. Sticking with it. You can actually see some of the fans starting to pack in from this angle here.
Yeah, it looks a lot more. Looks like we have a lot more fans tonight.
Yeah, it does. It does look that way. So Grayson, as someone who played in this round a lot, I mean, what's going through your head as a player?
I mean, at this point, it's just, you know, it's crazy because we talked about game by game, but it almost seemed like the first round, it's like, okay, we're supposed to win this. But the second round, it was like, you just get closer and closer. So the nerves just build up and build up. So you're nervous, but I think at this point, like in my head at this time, I was just shooting, make sure my shot was down. And in my head, I was just going through the scouting the whole time. Like, okay, I'm guarding 13. I'm denying everything. Yeah. Like that's kind of what was going through my head. So as a player, I think that's your focus is right now. Okay, so here's the scout plan. I don't think you should worry about if you're missing shots in warm up. Don't worry about your misses.
Right.
Right. See one go in and be like, okay, that's what I am tonight. That's who I am tonight.
I agree. Do not worry. I mean, you're just trying to find your flow. You're trying to find your shot. But if you don't find it in pregame, you definitely can't let that throw you off at all.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I was actually a horrible pregame shooter, but I was also jacking up crazy shots. And we see Sulphur Springs. There's time like.
Were you ever getting hit with the Patrick Ewing? When do you take that shot? When do you work on that shot?
No.
No.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But we see Sulphur Springs. Like last night, it seemed like they were just making last game they were making everything during pregame, and last night they just weren't as hot. So the pregame. It means something.
Yeah, but what we've also learned is definitely not an indication. Because like you said,
yeah, right.
You and I were watching the pregame last time. We were like, dude, I've never seen us this locked in before. Yeah. Like, it's about to be a blowout. Yeah, you definitely never know. I'm also wild confused that one side of the stands could not be more packed. And then...
Yeah, Wilmer-Hutchins isn't really traveling.
That, or they're just also sitting over there. I don't know.
Well, I think... No, they tell them which side. They do for the playoffs. They usually tell them, okay, Sulphur Springs that side, Wilmer-Hutchins this side. And at this point, man, if your fans can travel, man, that helps a lot.
Oh, absolutely. To have that support and everything behind you, I think helps a ton. Again, for anyone that couldn't make it in person, we appreciate y'all hanging out with Grayson and I and everyone here at the Chad's Media team. We're very excited to be here. I don't know. Looking at the stands, I'm not sure if anyone is. Maybe everyone's just here. Who knows? Well, we've got one more quick second before we start the starting lineups and the pregame and everything. Want to tell you about our friends Marcy Gamble and Micah Sheedy over at Amatus Healthcare, both of which have over a decade of experience. Amatus specializes in after-surgery care or after hospitalization or a new diagnosis of chronic illness. They also offered skilled nursing as well as physical, occupational, and speech therapies on top of medical social work and certified nurse aides. And Grayson, it's a Friday night. If you're watching the game, I'm sure you're hungry. You need something for supper. I think you should go with our friends over at Chick-fil-A. Now that the holidays are over and New Year's goals are in place, stop by Chick-fil-A for a healthy option that is still full of flavor. Delivery and catering is still available for all you hungry cats. Order on the Chick-fil-A and watch some Sulphur Springs Wildcat basketball without even leaving your couch. It's the future, man. We're here. We made it.
Yeah, man. And there's not a better takeout food to go to
than
Chick-fil-A.
Not at all. Could say they're the GOAT.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we ask you please rise and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America and our servicemen and women who defend her with a pen and a ball with a singing of our national anthem by Megan Schaefer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Megan Chever, ladies and gentlemen. Always amazing.
Yes, as always.
Now ready for tonight's starting lineups.
Starting lineup for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. At guard, the 6'1" senior, number 1, Cole, the infamous. At guard, the 6'2" senior, number 2, Branson Lynn. At forward, the 6'3" senior, number 5, Malik Miles. At guard, the 6'3" senior, number 20, Parker Wisenwet. And at center, the 6'7" senior, number 23, Carter Turner. The Wildcats are coached by the administrators, assistant coaches in Jared Massenberg, Jared Wilson, Tommy Dawson, and Stephen Hardy.
And there is the starting lineup for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
And now the starting lineup for the Wilmer-Hutchins Eagles. At forward, the 6'1" junior, number 23, Ryan Powell. At guard, the 5'9" senior, number 13, Moses Garcia. At forward, the 6'3" senior, number 2, Jarvis Tyler. At guard, the 5'10" sophomore, number 5, Desmond Williams. At point guard, the 5'9" senior, number 1, Isaac Williams. The Eagles are coached by Thomas Phillips, assistant coaches Antonio Roman and Vinny Jenkins.
All right, we are ready to get started. Thank every single one of you for hanging out with us, spending your Friday night with us. Before we get started, I want to tell you about our good friends at Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service. They're locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience, and they look forward to serving you. Call 903-307-9786 for same-day service, or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. Grayson, I'm hyped. Let's go, man.
Yeah, dude.
To quote Trick Daddy, let's go. You
It's
know?
game day.
I can't even hear ourselves in the headset. So. It's a great crowd.
Yeah, and they're on the opposite side.
Yeah, I know.
And this is a
imagine if they had been
huge gym,
on the
too.
same size as it. All right, Wilmer-Hutchins going to start with it, I guess.
Yeah, they're going to redo that.
That makes sense. I don't know what's happened last game, too.
Yeah.
It's getting off to
That's
weird
on the refs,
starts.
man. Kidding, I gotta stop being on the ref side so much.
You are
during these games.
very pro ref, which I like that. No one can ever say we complain about the refs too much. Wildcats going to start with the ball. Good feed. There we go. Malachi Miles getting on the board first with an assist from Porch Turner.
And you're going to see Branson is going to deny Moses Garcia, number 13, for Wilmer-Hutchins. Their second leading scorer, and that is what he does.
That's a great move. You know, because you and I are mainly always doing home games, we don't get to see the Wildcats wear their black jerseys very often.
Oh, yeah, no, I
do love these jerseys, yeah. Some screen action.
Malachi, again, bringing the ball up. And they're also denying Branson. Cordic for three.
Cordic for three! Let's go! Cordic with an assist and a three already. The big man getting off to a hot start. I like the intensity we're seeing from Sulphur Springs so far. Wilmer-Hutchins taking their time. Also like that from their point, though.
Yes.
Like just because.
Beautiful play. And again, Yeah, they are going to count that. And again, I mean, that's what they're going to do. They're going to set those back screens to get those guys to the goal, and they're looking to score that. Not a lot of high school teams do that, but they're looking to score that every single time.
So that'll make it 5-4. The clock is not running, by the way. Still not running. Now it is. Corcoran gets it to go. Already with 5 points and an assist. And they call it a charge.
Wow, great charge by Theophilides.
Great job. And this is exactly what we were hoping for when we were talking about hot starts.
Absolutely.
Love to see it. And now Branson bringing it up.
And I think with Branson, if he's being denied that much, I do kind of like getting the ball in his hands. Oh, Moses Garcia again. Oh, may have gotten away with a
Did he
carry.
not? Yeah, I think he did.
I don't know how that wasn't a carry.
And another turnover.
Moses Garcia.
That one will be Wildcat ball, though. Yeah, that was definitely
Yeah.
Are we being critical on the rest for once, Grayson?
Yeah. All right, Core just bringing it up.
Smart to keep it.
So you're going to see what they call dead when the ball is picked up. So when the ball's picked up, they're going to try to deny everywhere, which could be difficult if they...
Parker to the goal. And it's good. Wilmer-Hutchins goes fast, though, man. Look at that. Is that going to be a foul on Malachi?
Yes, they are going to call that on Malachi.
While they go to the free throw line, I want to tell you about our friends at D&B Loans, your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilbert Street, D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. And, of course, they offer tax prep and utility bill pay. It's that time of the year. You're going to need help with your tax prep and everything, so go to D&B Loans. I'll bring it 9-8. Yeah, you and I talked about them maybe pressing, and that is what it looks like they're going to do. Maybe that's just out of a Parker to the goal again. No good, but he gets his own board. Goes up strong. And a great drive there, but no good. And that's going to be Wilmer-Hutchins' ball.
Man, this team is, when we talked about how athletic they were, man, they're gritty as well.
Yeah, and I think Sulphur Springs is going to have to make the adjustment. Once you score, you have to sprint back.
Get back, man.
You have to get back immediately. Wide open inbounds, and Wilmer-Hutchins is going to take, I believe, their first lead of the night, right?
That is their first lead of the night. Man, that's 2 times that they got a wide open basket cut layup.
Trying to feed Porch. If you can work him, go for it. Go for it.
Wow, great charge attempt by Jarvis Turner.
And Parker with another basket, taking the lead right back. This game's flying by, just 4:20 left in the first, and the Wildcats have an 11-10 lead.
I definitely think that was probably a charge, and I think he keeps trying to attempt that. I think if you're Jarvis Turner, you're probably not going to stop. You're shorter than Cordrick. He's doing a great job of being straight up.
Porch coming up with it. Up to Theophilides. Theophilides gets it to go. And it's a 13-10 Wildcats lead.
Sulphur Springs is still in the 2-3 zone.
And that's not a foul, it's just out of bounds, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's, I guess, a block for Cordrick.
It was a block.
Seem to make an adjustment there on the inbound.
Yeah, great job staying down. Just keep the guys down low.
And that is
It's going to be a block, yes.
Is that the first foul on Theophilides?
That is.
So now just 2 fouls, 1 on him and 1 on Malachi. While we have a second, I want to tell you about our friends over at Area Wide Paving. With over 20 years of asphalt paving experience, Area Wide Paving has become a trusted asphalt paving contractor and company in Northeast Texas. Owner Paul Pogue is on site to supervise all projects, ensuring complete satisfaction as well as his company's reputation. Give them a call at 903-885-6388 to see how you can choose a locally owned business for all your asphalt paving needs. Again, they're no strangers to the people of Sulphur Springs. Paul and Stephanie are the parents of DJ Wilkerson and Boo Wilkerson, of course. Cordier, have yourself a night. A very hot start for the big man. Already, what, 7 points?
7 points
2
on 3
assists?
for 3
Wow.
shooting.
He's been involved on almost every play. And it looks like some strong defense from the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're denying they're denying Desmond Williams and Moses Garcia. Those are the 2 guys for Wilmer-Hutchins.
Parker saves it. He's going. And he draws the foul. Going to get to shoot a pair of free throws. Grayson, I don't know if I'm speaking too soon or this looks like the most, you use the phrase scout-specific
Yes,
a lot.
it is.
This looks the most scout-specific we've seen them.
Yes, this is a way different environment of gameplay that we've seen against Lindale where nothing really seems scout-specific, whereas tonight you can really tell that they really focused in on what they do best.
Oh, my apologies. I thought Parker was going to get to shoot a pair. It looks like that was on the floor. Man,
Looks like he was in
for speaking
transition.
before I seen the call, but I'd have bet you money that he was.
Those type of calls are they vary so much in high school that.
Wildcats taking their time to set something up. For half a second, I thought Parker was thinking about shooting the deepest 3 of his career. Oh, Branson almost did as well. Now Parker's going to shoot it. And it's good! Parker Wisenhunt. And that is an 18-11 lead for your Wildcats. 2:24 left here in the first. We asked for a hot start. Ask and you shall receive. Grayson's going to update us with some stats in just 1 second. But first, I want to tell you about our good friends over at Oaks Bed and Breakfast, ran by Allison Libby Thessing, who we are very proud to have as a contributor on Front Porch News. Oaks B&B tries to personalize everyone's visit to Sulphur Springs. Even if you're just stopping through, their goal is to make each person feel like they have found a home away from home. Visit their website, theoaksbnb.net, for more information. The Oaks Bed and Breakfast is your restful travel stop. Grayson, what you got for me, man?
Well, Cordrick and Parker, both starting out hot. Cordrick, 7 points. 3 for 3 shooting. Parker Wisenhunt, 3 for 5. Both have been incredible tonight. Cordrick Turner all over the place. On the offensive end, they're still in. Now they're starting to front him a lot more, so I think we're going to start to see the offense run through people like Parker and Branson more often. And now we see full court press. Yes.
Again, man, I go back to what we were talking about before the timeout. This feels the most scout-specific I've ever seen this team.
Absolutely. You see they're denying.
I wonder if that's a direct result of last game.
I'm sure it is, and another turnover for Wilmer-Hutchins.
Jeremy DeLorge in the comments said SS wins by 15 tonight.
There's that.
No good, and Wilmer-Hutchins coming up with it. They're going to try to go quickly. Corner 3. No good. Malachi fighting for it, and he does come up with it. Just a minute 35 left here in this first frame. And, man, I don't know what I like more, the defense or the 18 points already.
This 18 points has been incredible.
For 3.
Branson.
Oh, he almost got it to go. Malachi with the offensive rebound, though. Back out to Cordrick. Oh, really?
I don't like that. I don't think I like that call. Maybe when I watch this back, it'll be a little different.
Right.
He may have picked it up. But
yeah, those are always rough when you watch yourself back and you're in the middle going, what was that?
Yeah, man, this offense, I mean, it's looked 18 points, I mean, possibly 20 in the first quarter. I mean, if you can go out of the first quarter leading it by at least 7,
well, you know,
great first quarter lead.
Something Coach Shaver always talks about is holding the other team to single digits in a quarter. I think getting 20 in a quarter is just as impressive as holding to single digits.
Absolutely.
And we are in the final minute of the frame. Oh, you got it. You got to help him out there.
Wow. Oh,
wow.
Did it hit his leg?
I think it did. I think that is the right call, maybe. Again, the viewers will have a better view than you and I do, but I think that may be the right call. Unfortunately, if you're Malachi there, you have to realize and cut to the goal. Give Branson someone to dump it off to. Or not even go to the goal, just kind of get out of the way.
Yeah, just kind of short roll it. Short roll it, yeah. Great job by Branson Lynn. Oh, I don't like that call.
Did he call that a foul?
He called it a reaching foul. And I know it's because he reached across his body, but it's still only a foul if you hit him.
Well, that's very much a no harm, no, like the ball went out of bounds. It's your ball anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that the first one on Branson?
It is. So it's 3 team fouls for Sulphur Springs so far in this first half. It's Desmond Williams trying to get on the board himself. He's their leading scorer.
Yeah, he's been having a great year.
That's number 5 for Wilmer-Hutchins.
Good drive. Parker hustles. He comes up with it. Cross-court pass to Malachi.
Oh, and they're going to give it a charge. That's Malachi's second foul. That's a tough call.
That is a tough call. And I think you can hear the crowd reaction to it.
I think it may have been a blocking. We're very pro-ref, it seems to be like, but
I would have thought blocking on that one, but who knows?
Just because he was jumping sideways, it seems hard to believe that he went into him straight on. But
Wilmer-Hutchins has just 5 seconds
and there's another foul for Branson Lynn. See,
so now Branson and Malachi each have 2 fouls apiece.
And they are not letting them play physical.
For as good of a start as this has been, you hate to see that. You got to get both of them out for these last 4 seconds. And they are going to do that.
They're keeping Malachi in.
No, Malachi's still in.
I think they just want to keep that. Whoa, no way.
I was ready for the biggest reaction of our career. So that will do it for the opening quarter of this one. Your Wildcats lead 18-15. Grayson again going to update us on the stats in just 1 second. But first, I want to tell you about our good friends over at Vink's Pest Control. Locally owned and operated, they are the go-to source for effective pest control. Give them a call for any of your pest control needs, residential or commercial. They also offer a 100% guarantee. If you're still seeing pests after treatment, they will come back at no cost to you. You can visit their website, vinkspestcontrol.com, or give them a call at 972-855-8469 to get a free quote today. And if you mention Wildcats, we'll get $50 off for all new clients. Also want to tell you about our friends over at J. Hodge Chevrolet, the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. Hurry on over and visit J. Hodge Chevrolet on Wildcat Way, where you can get a new Chevy Silverado 1500 for 2.99% APR for 60 months. Call them at 903-307-2077 to see how they can put you in a new vehicle today. And remember, don't overpay. Go see Jay. It's a packed house here tonight. Grayson, hit me with the stats, man.
I mean, since we talked about stats earlier, nothing's changed for Sulphur Springs on that end because, Parker and Cordier still have 7 points.
Well, a big thing has changed, which is now Malachi and Branson each have 2 fouls.
Yes, and now Sulphur Springs has 5 fouls already. They went from 3 to 5 in literally 20 seconds, I think.
Yeah, so, you're right.
And that foul on Branson, I think that was a good call. Maybe not the tip, but I think before that he was kind of holding them. That charge call, though, I am really skeptical about that. But, yeah, the refs, it kind of seems they're not going to let him play physical tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. I was kind of expecting the opposite. It's, the deeper you get.
More physical it gets usually, yeah. Oh, great roll. Keep your hands down. See,
and it's still going to be Wilmer-Hutchins' ball.
See, that looked more like a foul than all the other fouls.
It did.
And they're sticking with Malachi.
Yeah.
So do you think this is
Wilmer-Hutchins scores first here in the quarter. Just a 3-point lead for the Wildcats now.
What do you think it is that they're like, okay, we're going to take Branson out, but we're going to keep Malachi in? What do you think
I don't
that
have a good
decision
answer
is?
for that other than it's DJ playing for Branson.
Do you think maybe it's, okay,
And I think it's just halfway staggering them. I would think maybe that switches here in a minute.
maybe. Great move by
Great move.
Cordrick Turner.
Get the finish. Yes, he does. And it continues to be an incredibly hot start for Cordrick Turner. That's 9 points on 4 of 4 shooting so far.
I think it could be that they're like, okay, we need Malachi's defense right now. If one of them foul out and it's late in the fourth, I'd rather have Branson's shot creation.
Yeah, I could see it being that.
Another
That's
charge.
a charge.
There it is, another
That
one
is
by
a charge.
Theophilides.
Let's go, Cole Theophilides. His second of the night, right?
That is his
Yeah.
second of the night. That's a winning basketball play.
Absolutely. 20-15, 6:40 left in the first half.
Great defense for Wilmer-Hutchins.
Absolutely.
No, that's
And a
a
great-
you got to be aware of
great
that
read.
if you're Cordrick Turner.
Great read and a great layup on the other end. Brings it back to a 3-point game.
That's Moses Garcia with his 6th
Parker trying to go equally
point
as
of the night.
fast. Someone help.
Great
Good
pass.
cut. Ah.
Oh, what a pass by Cordrick,
Yeah,
too.
great
and a
pass by
cut.
Cordrick. Great
Like you
cut by
mentioned.
Malachi. Just couldn't get the finish. Cole tried to take
Cole
another
tries
for 3 to tie it. And they get it to go in.
that's
It's a
a
tie
huge
ball
three.
game. 20-20. It was, what, 18-11 or cut? Something along those
Yeah, it
lines.
was 18-11, yeah.
That would be a 9-2 run for Wilmer-Hutchins. Cordrick going to try to answer with a 3 of his own. And he
And it
gets it
goes
to
in.
go. Still perfect on the night. Cordrick Turner.
5 for 5, 2 for 2 from 3.
Wow. And there's Cole Theophilides coming up with a rebound. Gonna slow it down. I like that. Branson is ready to check back in. We'll see if it's for Malachi or for who
I'm
it's
going to
for, but-
assume it is going to be for Malachi. I would think so. Or maybe you give Cole. I don't want 2 guys with 2 fouls in.
Good pass. Draw the
There
foul.
you go.
Yep. So we will see who Branson checks in for.
It's going to be Jarvis Turner's 2nd
What a
foul
start
tonight.
for Cordrick Turner so far, man.
And they're
We
going to call
talked
it on the
about-
floor.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
it was going to be, but man, we talked about how in games like this, it is for Cole Theophilides, by the way. Malachi's still out there.
2 guys with 2 fouls. 5 minutes left in the second. That's risky.
That being said, I do feel like Cole's earned a little bit of a breather here. He's been playing his butt
For
off.
sure.
Branson for 3. Parker comes
Oh.
up with the offensive rebound, goes back up, and he gets the basket.
Another on
And
the floor
one.
foul.
Wow.
Isaac Williams, his first, the team's 5th.
Man,
How is that not a and one?
maybe it was when he came down, right when he came down with that rebound. It's a great shot by Branson. If you're Branson, you want
Yeah,
you
keep
wanting
shooting
those
that.
looks. And there's
to
another
do it
one
again.
wide open.
Ah.
But DJ, that's a great that was a great play though.
It was.
Branson sees he had an open shot, but he saw DJ had a even more open shot.
And it's going to be an unforced turnover, Wildcats ball.
That's Wilmer-Hutchins' 5th turnover of the night. We're going to feed Cordrick again.
Love to see it. Good spin. Go back up.
It's his first miss.
Yeah, that is his first miss, and it's going to be Wilmer-Hutchins' ball.
It did look like it was off Wilmer-Hutchins, but those are all tough calls too.
Very close game. 4:20 left in the half. 23-20.
Oh my goodness.
That is on DJ. Is that his first?
That is DJ's first. See,
Theophilides going to check back in. I mean, it has been a great start for Theophilidis so far. Get him just a.
I like Theophilidis back in. It just worries me with Branson and Malachi both out there.
Absolutely.
I don't think you need both of them right now.
I don't know. It's a 3-point game. The offense has slowed down a little bit.
I do think you need Branson back in. Malachi, I think maybe give Malachi a little breather. Moses
And they get
Garcia
it to go.
again.
Now it's just a 1-point game, 23-22.
It makes Moses Garcia 8 points on 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Wow. He's a little baller.
Again, can't fool it. They're going to front, fake some passes. Or if you're Cordrick, do a spin move and seal him to where you're going to have an open basket.
Agreed. I think he was looking for it, but good hustle. Malachi keeps it. Where are we? Okay,
it's going to stay here.
I agree with that one. Just a 1-point lead for the Wildcats, 23-22.
And you can tell Wilmer-Hutchins, they're not letting any paint touches on Sulphur Springs. They'll live with this corner three right here.
The step back.
Cool side step. Okay.
And it's going to be Wildcat ball still once again.
I think now if you're Coach Shaver, when you get into a timeout or halftime, you change up this baseline play.
Yeah. To Branson. That's a better pass he might could pull up. Theophilidis for 3 again. And that one's good. Theophilidis continuing to have a great night.
Makes 5 points on the night for him.
2 charges. I mean, this is a great performance from him. And Malachi coming up with the board. Branson for 3.
There it is.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
I thought that was good.
It's going to go in. It's going to go in.
Oh, absolutely. Keep taking those shots.
There's Isaac Williams again getting to the rim. And he does get
Who is that
another
on?
foul on Branson Lynn. That's 3 fouls on Lynn tonight. Wow. Man, that hurts. I don't understand what the call was, though.
I don't either.
I don't know what the push-up movement is. I thought he tripped, and if he got tripped, that's a foul. If you trip a guy, that's obviously a foul, but
either way, 3 already for Branson. Man. That's not what you love to see.
Again, I mean, right now, and if you're Malachi right now, you got to be aware if you have 2 fouls. I cannot get another foul at all costs. Absolutely. I cannot get a foul.
Absolutely.
I'm giving up an open layup before I foul.
While we've got, never mind. I wasn't thinking about that being a 1-and-1.
It's not either. Great pass for Theophilidis and a great. There
Let's go! Cordrick Turner. Great pass from Parker.
14 on the night.
14 already. We've been waiting for a big Cordrick dunk. That's the one I've been waiting for. That's the one I've been waiting for. The Sulphur Springs crowd is very much into this one.
Oh, man. What a follow by Tavion Williams.
Now Parker going pretty quickly here. Good pass.
Oh, and there's a charge. That's a charge.
That is a charge. It is.
That's a tough one. I think if you're Sulphur Springs, now look, they're changing it. They're saying he pushed.
Wow,
Parker.
Okay. We love to see it.
Wow, you never see.
No, you do not. And the Sulphur Springs crowd is hyped up here tonight.
Now that's a tech. Right, that's a tech.
I don't know.
I forgot the rules on. You can't get on the court though like this. Now this could if this reverses back, all hell's about to break loose, Tyler.
We're about to find out. We are about to find out.
So maybe we missed it. I mean, because it was a charge, but if he did push him from behind.
I'm a long way away, man. I don't know.
It's such a fast possession.
By the way, I got to remind everybody, we're getting close to halftime. Y'all stick with us through the halftime show. We're going to hear from our sponsors. Nick Grayson and I will be back for the remainder of the game.
They reversed it back.
Did they?
They reversed it back.
This ref doesn't seem
I'm looking at, they're saying a 20. They said 20 charge.
Well, from Shaver's reaction, it very much seems like that is the case. Now the ref is still standing next to Parker, but
I don't think you can reverse it again.
how many times can you reverse the call?
I think.
All right, let's get.
So now it looks like they're doing it back over.
I just want to know whose ball it is.
So it's going the other way. Okay, so he motioned to the scoreboard. It's foul on 20.
Okay.
But now they're reversing it back to a foul on number 5 for Wilmer-Hutchins.
So Parker still has 0 fouls at the moment. Yeah.
Yes, so we are.
That's a tough call for either fan base. I mean, at this point.
Here we go. Ball's in.
All right, Parker still with 0 fouls, and it's still the Wildcats' ball to feed directly into DJ. And we got to restart because the clock didn't start. Oh, no, they're saying it's a 1-1 now. Grayson, it's a 1-1 now. This is a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, it's not a 1-1.
That's just what the score clock was saying. We're going to get this thing figured out at some point.
Well, they have the score clock wrong. This was Wilmer-Hutchins' 6th foul. Well, no. Oh. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Because I have 6 on Wilmer-Hutchins, 7 on Sulphur Springs. So it's 7-6 is the foul count right now.
Okay, so it isn't a 1-1. We're going to re-inbound this thing.
My goodness gracious.
Right back to DJ. Back to Cole. The feed to Cordrick. Give it to him.
Great,
it was a good look. Good look.
Great
good
look. This has been pretty much chaos.
I mean, are you not entertained? 28,
That's what
24.
charges do, though. Charges create chaos.
True. I love the intensity, but I do not want Malachi anywhere near a foul. In fact, I would go ahead and get him out. Just a personal preference. Man, I would get him out. I would get Theo in there.
Yeah, I would agree. I would definitely agree right now. Especially you're up by 4. They're not going to score 12 points, right, or something crazy like that.
Malachi comes up with it. Trying to find Porch again. He does.
Oh, they're going to call it another foul. Wow, dude.
So that one will be a 1-1
That's a 1-1. That's Jarvis Turner's 3rd foul tonight. Listen, man, they're looking for any push they can find.
Yeah. 1-1 for Cordrick Turner. He was last game's Slaughter's Barbecue Player of the Game.
He's already almost matched his.
You're right. Already got 14. Make it 15. 15 points already for Cordrick Turner. 6 of 7 from the field. $16 points in 1/2 for the big man. (30-24). And I do kind of like Wilmer-Hutchins slowing it down.
Yeah, I think right now, again, the same thing with Lindell. Get to half at like 4 or under.
Oh, good spin.
Wow.
And it is going to be a foul on Cordrick, I feel like. Real quick, while we've got a second, I want to tell you about our friends over at Bulkley Trucking. Based in Brashear, they have earned a reputation as a highly reliable, timely, and professional carrier, and you could be the next member of the Bulkley team. At Bulkley, it's about family. They guarantee weekly pay as well as flexible hours. They also are very accommodating as they offer training programs and CDL testing on site. Give them a call at 903-582-2305 or visit bulkleytrucking.com to see how you can apply today. So that brings it within 5. Just 59.1 here in the half. Again, one more time. Obviously, as soon as it goes to half, we're going to send it to our sponsors and everything, but then we'll be back for the remainder of the game. No good. Ooh. Yep. That kind of. That is out. That's almost better than making the free throw. I mean, it is if you make it. If you score here. I know that's a redundant thing to say, but. And it's going to be the Wildcats ball.
I was scared
I was too.
Cole tipped it.
47.3. Do you try to hold out for a final shot? Or
You hold it out.
I think I do as well.
You hold it out. You don't want them to make it a one-possession game.
I agree.
Now,
I hold on to this thing.
If you see an open lane or something, go take it. And right now, Wilmer-Hutchins is going to try to force a turnover, and there's a time. I like the timeout.
I do as well. We're going to get a timeout from the Wildcats. While they go to timeout, I want to tell you about our friends Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs. They're dedicated to helping you find the perfect manufactured or modular home for your family. Whether you're still researching or ready to find your dream home today, their team is committed to answering any questions you might have. Visit ClaytonofSulphurSprings.com or give them a call at 903-438-0820 to see how they can make your family's dreams come true. Grayson, we got back-to-back rolling in here.
This game has been
nuts.
Kind of chaotic.
It's everything you want from a playoff game, though.
Yeah.
I feel like, anyway.
I mean, I think it's the opposite in terms of they're calling fouls.
I know what you're
everything.
about to say, yeah.
Right, I like the physicality of it.
I do as well.
But
especially the deeper you get into the playoffs, I love being able to play a physical style of basketball. Obviously, there's an in-between. Branson back in there, but with Branson and Malachi out there, this tells me you are holding for the final shot, right?
Absolutely.
This tells me you do not expect to be on defense again. There you go. Kick it back out. 24 on the clock. Take your time. Take your time, sweetie. Good pass.
Oh, what a block.
Malachi comes back up with it and scores. Wilmer-Hutchins has 12 seconds to go. 32-25.
Almost another charge.
Almost. Parker just got to heave it.
Get in there.
It's a little ambitious, but your Sulphur Springs Wildcats go into the half leading 32-25. We will be back for the remainder of this game, but first we want to hear from our sponsors, and then you're stuck with Grayson and I for the rest of the game. Let me tell you about our new friends over at Essential Business Solutions. Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere. Let Essential Business Solutions do all the IT work for you. For managed IT services, disaster recovery, and backup solutions, new hardware and other IT services is needed. Give them a call at 903-335-7581. Essential Business Solutions, they make technology accessible. Here in Sulphur Springs, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover you on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give Josh a call at 903-348-1527 or email him at jboatman@txfb-ins.com to see how he can help you today. The Way Bible Church wants to welcome you home on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45. You can also catch our live stream at 10:45 at twbcss.com, Facebook, or YouTube. Come find a place to belong at The Way Bible Church.
D&B Loans is your hometown loan specialist and tax preparer. Located on Gilmer Street, D&B Loans is family-owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They offer personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,000. They also offer in-house financing on high-quality furniture and appliances, from sofas to bedroom sets, mattress sets, and more. They also offer tax prep and utility bill pay. J. Hodge Chevrolet, the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. A Mark of Excellence Award winner, J. Hodge Chevrolet has also won awards for Best Automotive Dealership and Best Auto Repair Shop. They're such big supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, they're even located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads to J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give them a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay, go CJ. Houghton's Hardware in Emory features brands you know and love, such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Steel, and much more. Houghton's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit Hooten's on East Linden Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is dedicated to helping you find the perfect manufactured or modular home for your family. Whether you're still researching or ready to find your dream home today, our team is committed to answering any questions you might have. Visit claytonofsulphursprings.com or give them a call at 903-438-0820 to see how they can make your family's dreams come true.
Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs or give them a call at 903-885-2157. Let me tell you about our new friends at Vinks Pest Control. Locally owned and operated, they are the go-to source for effective pest control. Give them a call for any of your pest control needs, residential or commercial. They also offer a 100% guarantee. If you're still seeing pests after treatment, they will come back at no cost. You can visit their website, vinkspestcontrol.com, or give them a call at 972-855-8469 to get a free quote today. Vinks Pest Control, experts who care. Bulkley Trucking, based in Brashear, has earned a reputation as a highly reliable, timely, and professional carrier, and you could be the next member of the Bulkley team. At Bulkley, it's about family. They guarantee weekly pay as well as flexible hours. They also are very accommodating as they offer training programs and CDL testing on site. Give them a call at 903-582-2305 or visit bulkleytrucking.com to see how you can apply today. Donnie's Heat and Air Conditioning Service is locally owned and operated with over 25 years of experience and looks forward to serving you. Call 903-307-9786 for same-day service or visit them on East Shannon Road. Donnie's Heat and Air for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs. Let me tell you about our good friends over at Area Wide Paving. With over 20 years of asphalt paving experience, Area Wide Paving has become a trusted asphalt paving contractor and company in Northeast Texas. Owner Paul Pogue is on site to supervise all projects, ensuring complete satisfaction as well as his company's reputation. Give them a call at 903-885-6388 to see how you can choose a locally owned business for all your asphalt paving needs.
Let me tell you about our friends Marcy Gamble and Micah Clark over at Amadeus Healthcare, both of which have over a decade of experience. Amadeus specializes in after-surgery care or after hospitalization or a new diagnosis of chronic illness. They also offer skilled nursing, physical, occupational, and speech therapies, as well as medical social work and certified nurse aides. They provide local leadership and are involved in the community. Stop by and see Amadeus Healthcare today. Jones Custom Structures offers a number of custom structures specific to any of your needs. They offer storage buildings, cabins, carports, shops, metal homes, steel building kits, as well as dirt and concrete work, offices, greenhouses, barn dominiums, covered areas, and barns. Give them a call at 903-440-3680 or email jonesfirewood@yahoo.com to see how they can meet any of your building needs.
Chick-fil-A is where everyone is the guest of honor. No matter your lifestyle or taste buds, grilled, fried, or spicy, there is something for everyone. Delivering and catering available for all those hungry cats. Order in-store or on the Chick-fil-A app. We look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wildcats. Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty is your hometown realtor. Getting into the real estate market can be overwhelming and intimidating. Who better to go with than the best hometown realtor who knows the people of Hopkins County and their real estate needs. Katie was born and raised here in Hopkins County, and she even taught at SSISD for 6 years. Nobody works harder and is happier to help the people of Hopkins County than Katie Adair. Give her a call at 903-243-2304 or email her at katie@janetmartinrealty.com. That is Katie, K-A-T-I, to see how she can put you in a new home today. We are back from Royse City, where your Sulphur Springs Wildcats lead 32-25 at the half. Grayson is about to update us on all the stats. But first, while we got a second, I want to tell you about our friends at Alliance Bank. Here at Chad's Media, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs or give them a call at 903-885-2187. I also want to tell you about our friends at Essential Business Solutions. Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere, Let Essential Business Solutions do all the IT work for you. For managed IT services, disaster recovery, and backup solutions, new hardware and other IT services as needed. Give them a call at 903-335-7581. Essential Business Solutions. They make technology accessible. Grayson, all right, let's do it. Let's hear the stats.
Man, I mean, the number one thing right now is Cor's returner. I mean, an incredible.
He's having a night.
Man, 16 on 6 of 7 shooting, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He steadily has improved his free throw shooting throughout the season.
What from the 3-point line?
2 for 2 from 3.
2 for 2. Yeah.
So that's right. It's 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Got it mixed up. So. No, I mean, he's been incredible, and we've needed it. I mean, he's obviously scored half of our points.
So far, definitely on track for the second game in a row, win the Slaughter's Barbecue Player of the Game.
Yeah, for
Speaking
sure.
of, Slaughter's Barbecue, dude, I can't say enough good things about Slaughter's Barbecue. I love Slaughter's. And here come your Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
So I think right now, the big, Korjic obviously has been incredible, but I think the big conversation of the game so far is Branson Lynn.
Yeah.
Right now. And
which is weird because I can't remember the last time he was in foul trouble.
Yeah, you don't see it because he's such a smart basketball player. So, usually when we're talking about Branson, it's very positive, right? And unfortunately, tonight, it's not right now, and it's not that he's playing bad. He has 3 fouls. He picked up 2 very quick ones in the second quarter, and he hasn't played obviously he hasn't played a lot because he's got 3 fouls now. But so I think coming into this half, and I think you would agree with me, you don't start him. You got a 7-point lead. You hold it out a little bit. Your defense is playing good without him.
I agree with what you're saying, but I don't think in 1,000 years, I would bet you any dollar amount of money he is starting this second half.
I would too. I just think my decision is, hey, we're not going to start you this second half.
I do like you have a 7-point lead, and the momentum definitely was in your favor before half.
Absolutely.
I'm torn between, man, we complain about they don't put games away when they have a chance. If you have a chance, like you said, Branson is a smart player. He knows the foul situation. I don't know. I could go either way with it.
Listen, man, they're calling everything tonight.
They are.
That's the difference.
I was
Tyler.
not expecting that. That might be the biggest shock of the night.
That's the difference tonight, and I think as smart as you are, if they're calling everything, you never know what they're going to call. So I think, man, I just think you could get them away, but you could also foul very quickly and not put them away. So,
man, real quick before we start the second half, I want to tell you about some of our friends. Here in Sulphur Springs, we like to support our own people. If you're looking for a hometown guy to cover on all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, Josh Boatman is the clear answer. With Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, nobody knows the people of Hopkins County and their insurance needs better than Josh. Give him a call at 903-348-1527. And I also want to tell you about our friends at Hooten's Hardware in Emory. They feature brands you know and love such as Cub Cadet, Echo, Milwaukee, Skag Power Equipment, Steel, and much more. Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. You can visit them on East Linden Drive in Emory. Call Hooten's today at 903-473-8788 or visit their website, hootensteel.com. All right, Grayson, it's been a hell of a game so far. Let's keep it rolling. Let's have a second half.
And they are going to start Branson. I just think if you foul him again, you can't play him until like 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left in the game, yeah. Or you would have to get real tricky. You know, Lindell did a great job with their rotations with Ryder Johnson.
On that too. But yeah,
a little bit of luck, but a lot of strategy.
Yeah.
If you have enough strategy, sometimes the luck plays in your favor.
I mean, if you're Brent, you got to be careful on your screens.
Yes, everywhere. Yeah.
Literally everything right now. And same with Malachi.
Same with Malachi.
Quick timeout.
Okay. Is that the quickest timeout we've seen
from Coach Shaver?
Ever, yeah.
Absolutely from Coach Shaver.
Is that a full or a half? Just a half? Okay. Being just a 30-second timeout, we're not going to send it anywhere. We're going to keep it right here. I mean, we can kind of continue to talk about what we were. Like you said, Branson and or Malachi both have to be very careful this entire remainder of the game.
Here's my thinking. You're winning by 7 and Branson.
By the way, look at that. Look at that. Never mind. I thought Branson was staying back.
Branson,
yeah, okay.
You're winning by 7 and Branson hasn't even scored.
You're right.
So he hasn't affected the offense too much in a scoring aspect. Now he's been able to handle the ball, but he's also got a couple turnovers. It's a tough position.
Smart from Korjic there. All right, here we go.
Korjic with
kind of like that shot from Cordrick, though. That was a confidence shot, in my opinion.
Kind of hot. And it looked good.
Yeah. Everything he's done tonight looks good. I mean, he's what, 6 of 8 now? If I'm Wilmer-Hutchins, I attack Branson and Malachi as strongly as possible.
I give it to Moses Garcia, number 13.
Who's having a night, by the way.
Take it to him, but also
Corner 3.
No good.
Cordrick with the ball. We're going quick. All the way up to Theophilides. Oh, good. Good move, Cole. Cole Theophilides with 7 points tonight. I mean, this might be the best I've seen this kid look. He's having a night.
No, he may have traveled a little bit, but
I think so.
But yeah, 7 points. I mean,
strong drive, no good. Malachi with it.
Malachi with his 4th.
And he draws a foul.
Rebound on the night.
Grayson, it's a 9-point lead right now. I think this is the biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, this is a big lead, man. If you get into the 4th with a double-digit lead, that's huge. Right now, you're playing slow.
Clock still not running. There you go.
Gonna feed Cordrick again.
Go, big fella. Go up, big fella. 18 points for Cordrick Turner. There's a reason why that man will be playing basketball for another 4 years after this. I still like my prediction about if they go 3 rounds, he scores 60 points in those 3 games. 11-point lead for your Wildcats. They do come up with their own board, and it's blocked. But again, coming up with it. Those second chance points are big.
10 for Moses Garcia.
Man, he's a ball player.
I'm shocked there wasn't a foul called.
Yeah.
Out of all the times.
Parker to the goal, no good.
I think right now he slowed down. I think that's a little too quick from.
Wilmer-Hutchins goes quickly. Woo. And again, they get their own board. Watch out, watch out. Cordrick comes up with it and gets it over to Branson, and there is a foul on who?
Wow. It is going to be on number 23, Braden Brown for Wilmer-Hutchins. That's his 3rd of the night.
No, Wilmer-Hutchins is inbounding.
Did they call out of bounds?
I couldn't tell.
There's no way they called a foul on Branson.
Well, if you said 23, that would have been Cordrick.
I meant on Wilmer-Hutchins.
Yes, but if you saw the number 2, 3. Okay, gotcha.
Get subbed out.
Moving into a 2-3 zone, it looks like. And maybe I like that, honestly. You got 2 guys in foul trouble. As long as you're not getting beaten doing it, watch out.
Malachi still. But right now, 2 fouls in the 3rd quarter. You're solid.
Are they calling that a jump?
They are.
Okay.
It's a good call.
Good jump. We can rate that A- and A.
I give it an A.
That's a good jump. Grayson and Tyler, the official graders of jump balls.
That
could have been a foul on Branson or Cordrick. Going quickly.
Oh, that's a block. There it is.
Parker, 7 points, 4 assists, and 3 boards tonight. 3 of 6 from the field. It's been a solid performance from Parker. Chance to get it back to double digits. Parker going to line for a pair.
I will say, man, that proved me wrong in this game. They're coming out, like I said, a hot start, very scout specific.
Would you say that so far it would appear optimistic Tyler is a good thing?
Absolutely.
Well, you get them about once a year, so enjoy. Back to a 10-point lead, and it'll stay there, 37-27. Biggest lead of the night so far for the Wildcats has been 11, or 12 actually. A little bit of trap in there. Parker or Branson switching, yeah.
Yeah, they got to be mindful of that. And it's still, there it is. They were waiting on it, and he gets a foul. And who's it going to be on?
I think Malachi. I still don't know what that call is, by the way.
They're going to call it on Malachi Miles.
So that will be number 3 for him as well. Him and Branson each have 3 fouls now. The one bright side is no one else has more than 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you're halfway through the third.
I don't know that you have to make a change right now, but I wouldn't mind one either.
I think you
could
do.
get, Theo hasn't played tonight. You could get Theo in there. You could get DJ back in there. No good?
Yeah, because I think if they pick up a 4th foul here, you're immediately in regret.
Yeah, because like you're saying, if you get a 4th foul, you almost can't play until there's 5 or 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
You're looking at missing 6 minutes of action, maybe 7.
And especially
and while you still have a 10-point lead, I don't know that I want people missing 7 minutes.
There's an offensive rebound for almost another foul.
Good finish. Woo.
Isaac Williams.
Back to a single-digit game.
With 5 points now.
Parker's going quickly.
Parker's taking it one-on-one. I love the take by Parker whizzing right there.
Great move. I like that because you either get the basket or you get contact. You get one or the other.
You're going to get one of them.
Especially with the game.
Garcia, there's the 3 that we've been waiting on for him. We knew he can shoot the rock, and that's his first 3 of the night, and it goes in.
And what's he up to point-wise? 13?
That is 13.
He is a baller.
For him, making it a 7-point game.
Midway through the third. I think this is the closest it's been this half, or since halftime.
It has been.
Cordic.
Ooh. Almost drew a foul there. Branson trying to get one to go. Not quite. And Branson 0 for 4 in the night.
Good move.
Great defense by Cordrick.
Now I think you do have to get out of that zone. They are attacking
They've ate it up now.
They're attacking Cordrick hard, and Cordrick can't foul.
And a turnover.
It's a 5-point game.
This could be immediately a 1-possession game.
Oh, I thought he almost pulled up for 3. Great drive.
Oh,
no basket, no good.
That's a great take, but better defense by Cordrick Turner.
Oh my, almost another turnover.
Dude, be careful.
Y'all have to, there you go. Just take it yourself. Yes. Take it yourself.
Here, D1 basketball.
A 10-second call. Wow.
What a call.
When was the last 10-second call you saw?
I mean, listen, that seems kind of, I wish we were looking at the clock, so maybe our viewers can tell us.
I would love a timeout right now.
It seemed like a long time to get the ball across.
It did, for sure.
I think that was it seems like a correct call.
It very well may have been. I mean, this game was very much in your favor a second ago. Malachi coming up with the board.
Malachi's 5th rebound of the night.
Just chill out. Take your time, but get it across.
You don't want this to get into a 1-possession game.
No.
You need a basket right here. Theophilidis for 3. I love the shots.
Oh,
love the shot though.
Yeah, they would have put him in double digits.
Moses. Oh, I think you got to take that if you're Moses.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's a good shot too.
Corner 3. Theophilidis comes up with the board.
Oh, goodness. These lobs are killing me, Tyler.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Be strong with the ball.
Just 2 minutes left here in the third. Your once 12-point lead is now a 5-point lead. Good effort from Parker to keep that.
Man, yeah, they're gonna try to jump these passes, especially being down by 5.
I mean, if I'm Wilmer-Hutchins, I love where I'm at right now, especially compared to where I was a second ago.
That's a blocking.
It is a blocking. There you go. So Parker will again get to shoot a pair of free throws. He went 1 of 2 last time. So far tonight, he's got 10 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And I mention this every single game, but dude, you do such a good job on the stats, like for real.
I appreciate it.
You do a very good job. And I hope people realize you're the one keeping them. Just because I'm the one reading them, you are the one keeping them and doing a great job. First one's up. And
there
good.
You go.
Parker now at 11 points. Cole, so DJ is checking in for Cole.
Theophilides. Theophilides, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, Tyler.
Yeah, you think if you're making a sub in that situation, it's for one of the guys with 3 fouls, but second one no good either, so he will remain at 50% from the free throw line tonight.
I think you sub out Branson.
It is at least back to a 6-point game. Minute and a half left in the third.
I don't know. That substitution didn't really make any sense to me. I don't know why.
That felt like a rotational thing.
Oh, that would have been a big 3 for Wilmer-Hutchins.
I don't mind a rotational sub, generally speaking, but in a playoff game that's this close, you kind of throw the rotations out the window, right?
Rotations are done, man. Rotations are done. And they have been for the most part tonight. Oh,
you had Malachi, yeah.
Oh, man, DJ's got to see that. Park's got to be careful. Almost a 5
that was
second.
Close. Especially we know they're not slow counters necessarily.
Absolutely. And they are spreading it out.
Their time.
They're running this spread out to get the last shot. As long as you're
just kidding, Branson 3. No good. And Wilmer-Hutchins going pretty quickly themselves.
I think maybe you could have had a better shot.
Every time he gets up, I think he's going to shoot a 3. Great pass. And just like that, it's a 4-point game, 40 seconds left in the third.
That's why I think you could have gotten a better shot there.
Probably.
You weren't in a rush.
Although I do like the shot from Branson.
Yeah.
You haven't been making tonight. Your lead and the time is more important. Good find.
Right. Now that's
another foul.
That's what you want. And also, I think Wilmer-Hutchins, I don't think that was a bad foul either.
No, not at all. Because, again, Parker's only shooting 50% from the free throw line tonight. I've seen him make a ton down there.
Right.
I've seen him miss at the free throw line. I don't know their foul situation, but, yeah,
that was his
I like
first.
that. Okay.
So I think that's good. They got 5 fouls. So, you're struggling with maybe you'll get in the bonus early in the fourth. But if you're down, I don't think you're too worried about that. Sulphur Springs isn't a great free throw shooting team by any means, so there it is. And now if you're Wilmer-Hutchins, you can get the last shot and make it a 1-possession game. And now they're going to sub in Theophilides
for Branson. Good call. There's no reason for him to be out there, especially if there's a chance you don't touch the ball again for the rest of the quarter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. I would also get Malachi out, but
I think he's maybe thinking
Parker remains at 50% from the free throw line tonight, 41-36.
I think he might be thinking Malachi's a better defender, so therefore he could probably contain himself from fouling more.
I think so, maybe.
And again, I think part of it, again, is if he gets his 4th foul, I can kind of live with it.
All right,
but
9 seconds, you might want to go. You might want to go.
Oh, that is.
I do not love that final possession for Wilmer-Hutchins, but
DJ with a big block. I mean,
that'll do it for. Oh, wait, what are we getting now? While they sort this out, we're going to go to commercial real quick. We'll be back for the rest of this game. Left in this one. The winner of this moves on to the regional quarterfinal. Wildcats were up 12 at one point there in that second half, but right now it's 41-36. I don't love the way the second half has gone, but you're still in control. You still got a 5-point lead. What are your thoughts, Grayson?
First of all, my thought is their coach just wasted 40 seconds of their quarter, which is just the biggest quarter of your life right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, listen, you got away with Branson and Malachi not fouling that quarter, which was huge.
Malachi fouled once, but
yes, getting a 4th foul. That was the big worry.
Yes. They're both still at 3.
Right now, the thing that is scared me
for the most part, you can play your starting 5 the remainder of this game. For the most part, unless something,
The thing that scares me is we only committed 1 foul that quarter. I think they're about to start calling the fouls.
Yeah, maybe so.
A lot more often on Sulphur Springs, and they're starting to pick apart our defense.
It does seem to look that way.
They just seem like they're getting away with a lot of fouls,
Now,
especially that last 3.
I think it's a chicken or the egg. Are they breaking apart the defense, or did you have to change to this defense because you were in foul trouble?
Right.
Ball gets inbounded to
And
Branson
also, we're
in the
getting
backcourt.
very lazy with passes.
It does seem that way. That could be a fatigue thing. I don't know. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought game. Watch out, Parker.
And this is what I like from Sulphur Springs. You just wasted 30 seconds off the clock.
Watch out on those 5-second calls, though. I don't know if you can see the ref on the screen, but he's counting, yeah.
And they're counting from a distance as well. It's
That's what I'm saying. Every single time they've been counting them.
1, 2. Great pass. Great pass.
Good find. Good job.
Oh. Yeah. That's a So we're still in the zone, which also scares me. And maybe it's because of the foul situation with Branson and Malachi, but that can't happen with Moses Garcia. That can't happen
rebound
again.
to Branson. Branson gets it. And another turnover.
It's 2 straight turnovers right there.
For Branson, yeah.
And again, you can't have Moses Garcia, number 13 for Wilmer-Hutchins, an open 3. That cannot happen again.
Now he can make it the next one.
Yeah, this next one's going in. And he's looking for it. And there he is. Oh, Malachi's doing a great awareness. Malachi.
And that's a foul on Porch Turner.
Only a second.
Like that.
Only a second. I think that was a good call. I think it's hard to argue on Sulphur Springs end because the foul count is 5-2. Like you're getting calls.
And there's been a couple that could have been on you that weren't. So 41-36. Now 41-37. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left in this one. Who's going to go to the regional quarterfinal? Winner would face the winner of Dallas, Pinkston, and Canton.
It looks good on Sulphur Springs end right now.
It looked better when it was a 12-point game. It is now a 3-point game. But it's still, I mean, you are still leading.
Our offense has struggled recently. Our defense still looks solid.
Yeah.
As long as we just don't foul. I mean, again, it seems like we're fouling every possession. Oh,
Back
great cut. That's a, oh.
They call that a block?
They called that a block. It's Moses Garcia's second. Man, that's a tough one. If he went into the side of him, obviously it was a block. I couldn't really tell if he went straight on or.
So Theophilides will get to shoot a pair. Currently at 7 points on the night. 6:22 left.
And I think the refs are getting geared up to call some techs.
I think so as well.
I think that's what the coaches, Wilmer-Hutchins coach just told number 13.
Looks like DJ Wilkerson. He's staying over there, so I guess he's checking in for Cole.
Okay.
There's been more time spent talking in this game. 6:22 left. 3-point lead for the Wildcats. Chance to make it a 4-point. They're going to have to make their free throws down the stretch, man.
They're going to have to, and that's.
And now Cole Theophilides will get to check out. DJ Wilkerson going to check in for him.
Again, seems like maybe I think this is we're going to end it off with the starting 5. Let's get DJ in there to get Cole a breather.
Cole very much got shaken up on the blocking, so that's where that's coming from. I didn't recognize
that, okay.
Hopefully he will be able to return here in a minute. Sticking in the zone.
Great
Parker
steal.
coming up with a steal. I like slowing it down there. Just make sure you're aware.
That's Sulphur Springs' second steal of the night.
Is it really?
And it's both has Parker has both of the steals.
Good recognition from Parker there.
Love the slowing down by Branson. And there you are running the spread offense again.
Parker to the goal. Ended the finish. Parker whizzing on up to 14 points.
I got to say, man, they're really good at, when they're in that spread offense, of finding a gap in that defense.
Yeah, agreed. That's something that we complained about last year. They didn't do a very good job of that, it felt like.
Right, yeah.
It felt like they would stall with no in-game plan.
Yeah, right.
Whereas this year, like you're saying, they've done a much better job of waiting. Oh, here's my moment. Go.
Yeah, right. Oh.
For three. It's
What
good.
a three.
3-point
It's a
game
big three for Desmond Williams.
with 5 minutes left.
His first three of the night. Branson's going to go look for a foul. Doesn't get one. All right, now Wilmer-Hutchins can make this a
They can
tie
tie
ball
it.
game.
Yeah, they can tie it. 4 minutes, 50
The first
seconds
time in a
left.
while. What a game this is, Tyler.
And
Great
Wilmer-Hutchins
timeout.
is going to use a timeout. I like it.
And we're going to call a full timeout.
All right, that being said, we're going to hear from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back for the rest of this game.
Hey Wildcat Nation, my name's Rebecca McDaniel. You may already know me. I grew up in Hopkins County. I'm so excited to announce that I've joined the Alliance Bank team. Community banks are critical to hometowns, and our hometown is growing. As a community bank lender, I truly strive to know my customers' businesses. When I take on a relationship with a customer, we're a team, and from that point forward, it's my job to help them win. So give me a call, stop by, or reach out through alliancebank.com. Let's win together.
We're back from Royse City. Just a little over, or a little under, rather, 5 minutes left in this one. Wildcats lead 44-41. And this feels like one of those games that you had a 12-point lead.
Yeah,
you had
man.
your chance to put it away. And it doesn't feel like you've played bad. Wilmer-Hutchins has just really played very well in this third and fourth quarter.
You know, the crazy part is, they went into the half at a 7-point lead, got up to a 12-point lead, and Wilmer-Hutchins has 6 fouls. It's not the like the first half, it was just a foul trouble for both teams.
It's 6-2.
And now it's Wilmer-Hutchins about to be in the bonus, where Sulphur Springs will be shooting free throws, and I don't know. I mean, Sulphur Springs has kind of had some careless turnovers, again, lazy passes, no awareness. Whereas Wilmer-Hutchins has gained awareness.
A chance to tie it or make it a 1-point game here. Sulphur Springs crowd's getting into it. The unfortunate thing about this, there's just.
It's going to be Parker's first.
Yeah.
What were you saying there, Tyler?
I'm not saying this. The unfortunate part about this is there's only 4:20 left for one of these teams.
Yeah.
One of these teams, unfortunately, is not going to be playing basketball after this. And these are two very good teams who have played great here tonight.
Oh,
a chance to tie.
Three.
No good. But they come up with a board.
Huge rebound.
And
what do we call it?
They call it travel.
Travel. So I figured that would go to the travel since he didn't. That ref was the one making the decision. So, man, Sulphur Springs got away with that one. And I do think it was a travel. I do think it was.
If not, though, it's going to be a foul on Malachi, which would have been number 4.
That's what I thought it was.
That's what I worried it was. But Sulphur Springs ball. Desperately need a bucket here, man. I think this possession has to end in points.
Well, they're back in the spread offense. They're just trying to keep the ball away.
I think in this situation, you hope a Parker or Cordrick can find their way to the goal.
Yeah, I want to run an action.
Yeah?
Against this team, you turned it over 9 times this game, which isn't bad, but this half, you've been
they played
bad
tough,
at
physical defense. DJ gives it over to Cordrick. Over to Branson. Just 3:35 left in a 3-point game.
I think you run an action here. I think, because you're not going to get an open shot.
No, you're never. No.
There's no hard cuts unless you do that.
Parker to the goal.
Whoa!
Still going to be the Wildcats.
No,
ball.
what a no call. What a no call, dude. What is going? I don't understand. At first, I was applauding the refs for the first half and the consistency. Now they're all over the place. They're just as frazzled as the benches.
3:21 right into DJ. Another no call. Corcoran comes up with it. He gets it to go. 20 points for Corcoran Turner.
Wow.
Have yourself a night, big fella. He's going for a second Slaughter's Barbecue player of the game in a row.
I told you, the fouls are going to start going Wilmer-Hutchins' way now. They're going to start after that 5-1 third quarter.
And was that on Corcoran?
I believe it's on Branson. Well, no, they said second, correct? I thought I saw a 2.
I thought I saw a 3.
So it was.
I can't tell. Just 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. Every free throw becomes crucial, yeah. Who will move on to the regional quarterfinal? Grayson, I'm almost nauseous. I'll be real with you.
This is an insane game. That's 6 points for Isaac Williams. Makes it a 4-point game. There's full court pressing. I love that since Sulphur Springs is playing a spread offense now.
Parker gonna try to find his way to the goal. And he does! Parker Wisenhunt up to 16 points. And that puts the Wildcats ahead by 6. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Now again, you were in this exact situation against Lindale and only squeaked out by 1, so you got to keep it up. Great shot, and it's no good. Corcoran comes up with the board.
Great defense by DJ Wilkerson.
Good pass ahead. Go yourself, Malachi. Go yourself, Malachi. Malachi up to 6. Wilmer-Hutchins with a much-needed timeout. Sulphur Springs leads 50-42. What a run by the Wildcats. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in this one. The crowd loves it. I love it. Grayson loves it. It's a full timeout, so we're going to send it to break. We'll be right back. Grayson, we're back. Just a little under 3 minutes left in this one, or a little over 2 minutes. And your Wildcats lead 50-42. Not to be the bearer of bad news, not to be the guy that's always negative. But again, you were up by 8 with 2 minutes against Lindale.
Yeah.
And you squeaked out by the hair on your chinny chin chin by 1 point.
Right.
So
in this team, I'm a little more afraid of.
You've got to keep it up. You're playing great right now.
Incredible.
Great. Keep it up. Let's get out of here. I predicted they'd win by 8, 9, or 10. You're currently up by 8.
But that's a little.
That's one possession.
That's a margin bet.
That's 3 points.
Bet. That's a margin bet. Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Tell it on yourself, buddy. All right, here we go. 2:20 left. 8-point lead for the Wildcats.
You hear the Sulphur Springs crowd coming alive. But they've been alive all
night.
Good
D. Oh, good pass.
That's a travel?
On the floor, wow. If I'm Wilmer-Hutchins, I really want that to be a continuation. I think I would be a bad high school ref maybe, because I would have called that.
I don't think that was, I think it was before he,
See,
I think they were calling it before he put the ball on the ground.
I would have messed around and called that an and 1.
yeah, you'd be bad. Oh.
Corner 3.
Oh,
no
man.
good, Mount. DJ with the board.
Great board, hold on to it. There you go.
Good job, find Branson. 2 minutes left. Hold it for as long as you would like, honestly. Or as long as you can. You can't be picking it up like that, though. Ooh. You've got to keep the ball on the ground. Got to keep it moving. And there you go. You're going to make them foul you.
That's a bad foul.
1:43 left? I don't think so. I think that's the 7th foul. It puts Malachi at the line.
I agree, but that trap was coming, and I don't think
enough.
Malachi seen it coming.
Fair enough.
I think that was about to be a steal going the other way.
Now again, this is just 1-1. And Cole Theophilidis is checking back in for DJ, so it is officially the starting 5 back out there. Now we're at a point, Sulphur Springs has 6 according to the scoreboard, so every foul from this point on will result in free throws. We're talking about free throws being crucial at the end of games. Malachi gets the first one to go. 51-42 with 1:43 left.
They're going to go in the, whoa.
It's a double-digit lead.
And I think they're going to, okay, no, they're going to go in the,
for 3. No good. He
that's
saves
the
it.
last thing
What
you
a
need.
save. Another 3. Still no good.
That's the last thing you need. Oh my goodness,
And
you
there's the
cannot foul in these situations.
Yeah. 2 3-point attempts, neither of them go, but then you get a bucket and an and one.
It's in their best shooter to the line.
Man, big props to this kid is a baller.
Yeah, man, 15 points right now, hoping to make it 16.
Yeah, he's having a night. He is having a night. Chance to bring it to Winden 7.
I think you start fouling.
Yeah, I think so. No good. Porch comes up with it. They trap immediately. Watch out, watch out. He gets it over to Branson. Now again, you gotta get it across half court. He does. 1:15
Great
left.
defense.
Just keep dribbling. Just keep dribbling. Don't shoot. Okay. If you can draw a foul, that's fine.
I think it was too open.
We complained about that last game,
I think the last one was a little different because there was a help side defender.
Fair.
There was the help was way outside.
That's fair.
I think if he makes these, I think it's a wrap. 10 points is gonna be hard to come by.
In a minute and 12.
In a minute 12.
And it's good.
I think that may have put the dagger in it. That's his first point of the night.
If I told you that Branson Lynn scored his first point of the night with 1 minute and 12 left,
man,
what would you have guessed the score was?
53-22, Wilmer-Hutchins. No. He has those nights. He'll have those nights where he only scores 4, but and again, it hasn't been his best game by any means. He's fouled. He's turned over the ball quite a bit. He's 0 for 5.
I don't think it's been a bad game either, though.
No.
Chance to make it a double-digit game again with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. And he gets it to go. 54-44.
What a pass. What a sidestep.
No good. Parker with the board. Gives it to Branson.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Oh. Malachi comes up with it. Gives it up to Parker.
Oh, no. Keep it. Keep it out.
1,000%, yeah.
And don't complain. Hey,
No.
let's ignore it. Keep it going. Keep the ball out. Thought they were calling a tech for a second. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
48.5 seconds left. You got a 10-point lead. Just got to get out of this one. Coach Shaver.
And that Shaver is very frustrated about that.
I like using the timeout there.
I think he's very frustrated about that because of last game. That that situation almost cost you the game.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I know it's a little different, but if you're under a minute and you're up like that, keep the ball out.
Yes, you're up by 10. There's barely, 44 seconds at this point.
Yeah, it's about 48.
The ball should never leave the floor. Just dribble this thing out, and let's get out of here, yeah?
Here's the thing, they're going to foul you.
Yes, they have to.
So if you're going in there looking for a foul, why don't you just let them have it instead of something like that where...
I understand wanting it to be a shooting rather than a 1-and-1, but I don't care about that, honestly.
Right. You want it to be... You want Wilmer-Hutchins to make the call on fouling.
Yes.
You don't want it to be in the ref's hands on whose ball is it. That's the last thing you want.
And the Sulphur Springs crowd up on their feet, making some noise. It's a 10-point lead for the Wildcats, and now inbound under the goal. Parker going to try to do the inbounding. There are 48.5 seconds left between you and the regional quarterfinal. What?
They're going to call a moving screen
On Cole.
from Theophilides. So, man, and that's going to, oh yeah, moving screens, they are in the bonus course to the scoreboard, but you do not shoot free throws off moving screens or charges.
Agreed.
Unless you do moving screens?
I don't think so.
No, you don't. That's what they're about to correct.
Yes.
I know charges you don't shoot free throws.
I don't think you do a movement. Well, I didn't think you did, but.
Okay, yeah, that was the correction.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, this is what you can't do.
Yeah,
this
you
is
can't.
what you have to avoid if you're a coach.
I understand you're frustrated, but
especially if you're the assistant coach, because if your assistant coach gets in the ref's face, it's usually, these refs have been very forgiving on this, but they'll usually take you up in a heartbeat.
They're going quick. It's going to be Wilmer-Hutchins' ball with 37 seconds left. It's a packed house here in Royse City. And the crowd's getting involved.
And a turnover. And they're going to call out of bounds. Wow, dude. I mean, literally, the last things you need are turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, man, there's 35 seconds. Just get out of here.
And yeah, maybe it was a foul, but again, you can't leave it in the ref's hands.
54-44.
Oh, you got to shoot that.
And Branson comes up with it over to Parker. Parker with a big slam. That makes it a 12-point game. There's 20 seconds left. Don't foul.
So we were worried about Branson and Malachi getting foul trouble. Theophilides now has 4 himself. So that came out of nowhere.
It did. Granted, 2 of them happened in the last, I mean, it felt like hours ago, but that was with less than a minute left. That Sulphur Springs crowd, I can barely even hear us. It's going to be the Wildcats ball. Just 15 seconds left, but well, thank everyone for hanging out with us here tonight. Stay tuned to Front Porch News to obviously when we find out when and where the next game is going to be. And don't go anywhere. We're going to do post-game interviews and name our Slaughter's Barbecue Player of the Game after this. Parker smartly using a timeout there. 15.7 seconds, Grayson. You're up by 12, so just got to get on out of here.
Timeout, Sulphur Springs, full time.
IT problems can make you feel strapped down. Let Essential Business Solutions take care of all your IT needs. Managed IT services, disaster recovery and backup solutions, new hardware, and other IT services as needed. Yes! Set up a consultation today.
Grayson, the Sulphur Springs crowd is very loud right now.
Yeah. I mean, this was when it's this hard of a fought game, yeah, you can't start out of bounds. Yeah, I was like, you can't all be out of bounds. You got to be in bounds.
Porch not wanting to comply. You do get it into Portrait, and they haven't fouled yet.
And I do think they're going to let it go.
I think that's going to be the end of it, maybe.
What a game at Sulphur Springs. Prove me wrong.
by a final score of 56-44. Your Sulphur Springs Wildcats will go into the regional quarterfinal where they'll face the winner of Dallas, Pinkston, and Canton. What a night. I told you.
What a night, man.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Did even better than that. Yeah,
they proved me wrong.
Yeah.
So, what a game, man. What a game.
And it really feels like a bounce-back win, even though you won the last game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they almost blew it, but they didn't. So that's all that matters. You know, you lost that big lead, but man, they kept playing. Again, it never seemed like they were playing bad.
Right.
I think overall it was a great game.
Yeah, great game. Again, don't go anywhere. We're gonna do post-game interviews. We're going to do we have to name the Slaughter's Barbecue Player of the Game. I think I have mine. Yeah, I'm sure you have yours.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts right now?
Cordy Turner.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then Cordy Turner, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 8 for 10 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. And of course, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and also 4 assists as well. Parker Wisdom right there though, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of steals, 7 for 10 from the field. Both Parker and Korjic really led the way for this team as Branson struggling with some foul trouble. Malachi Miles finishes with 8 points, 6 rebounds. Theophilides finishes with 8 points as well. A great game is the Sulphur Springs Wildcats will reach the 3rd round of the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. And the 4th time in the past 5 years. Excuse me. 5th time in the past 6. Let's make it sound better. For the 5th time in the last 6 years, Sulphur Springs will be advancing to the 3rd round. Or again, like Tyler said, they'll be playing Dallas, Pinkston, or Canton. More than likely Dallas, Pinkston. We don't know because their best player is injured. But we will try to find that out as soon as possible.
Okay, we're almost ready for our post-game interviews. And we're going to start things off with the man who won, again, the Slaughter's Barbecue Player of the Game, Corjic Turner. Corjic, congrats on the win tonight. You had a great game, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can barely hear you.
You finished with 20 points. You were almost perfect from the field again. We have you at 8 of 10. What a night, dude.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Did you know you were locked in coming to this game?
For sure. Half my family told me they're going to come here. So you know how to put on the show for them, for my family. You know, that's what it's all about, family.
Which you were locked in at the very start of the last game as well. I think you had 7 or 9 in the first. Similar night tonight, but you just keep it going throughout the rest of the game. Playing great defense and never got in foul trouble. Was that anything on your mind at all or not really?
Not really, you know. I'm just letting it come to me. You know, letting it flow. Whatever happens on defense, you know what I mean? Yes, sir.
You know, during, last time we interviewed you, Korjic, we talked about how you talked about how you haven't really seen any competition in a while.
Yeah.
This playoffs, you've been absolutely dominant, averaging over 18 a game. Is that your biggest thing? Is like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to punch them in the mouth right from the get-go?
Yeah, from the jump. That's what Coach Shavers always says in the locker room. From the jump, let's get them from the jump so we don't, so they won't think they have a chance with us. So that's what I've been thinking every game, from the jump.
Right, y'all definitely did that tonight.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man, my final question for you. You're moving on to the regional quarterfinal. How excited are you, dude?
I'm very excited. Last year we lost in the 3rd round, and now I'm coming for revenge, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now
go to the 4th round.
Got a chance to get there again and then go even further.
Yes, sir.
Man, great game tonight. Congrats on the win. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I believe we're going to have Parker Wisdom, actually. Also an incredible game for Parker, 18-4-4.
Yes, great game, and Parker Wisdom-Hunt. Dude, awesome night tonight. You finished with 18 points, 7 of 10 from the field. And one thing that's kind of been your one issue here lately has been foul trouble, and that was not the case tonight. Just an all-around great game while still playing with that effort. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Was that on your mind at all, just the foul trouble here recently, or not really?
I mean, yeah, I've been picking up some pretty bad fouls lately and bad times. So I tried to like ease up a little bit and just trust my teammates more.
Which it was a very smart game all around tonight. I thought you played very smart.
Yes, sir.
And still found a way. You always play with 110%, which I love to see that. But
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Parker, I want to hear from a player perspective because we know what coaches are thinking when their guys get in foul trouble. So when you had Branson and Malachi both get 2 quick fouls, is there any like panic on your end, or is there just like, okay, it's fine, we still have me, we still got Cordrick, Theo, Cole, DJ, like, is there panic or is there still just calmness?
There's not much panic. I mean, I trust my teammates, but like, and again, I think it's stupid on my part, and it's like being selfish if I pick up too many fouls.
Right.
Which, man, I don't have any more questions for you. I just want to say, one, I'm a huge fan, but dude, you're playing some of the best basketball of your life right now. Keep it up, man. Congratulations on everything.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Grayson, you got anything else?
Oh.
Dude, thanks for joining us tonight, man. Again, congrats on the win.
Parker.
Yes, sir.
Congrats on, I believe it's your third? It's your second time going in a row going to the third round. But
yes,
is it your 4th time?
Third
time?
I count Lancaster. I'll count that one.
You've had a lot of playoff success, so congrats, man.
Yes, sir.
Man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Coach Shea.
Thank you.
And now joining us, Cole Diafilides. Cole, amazing game tonight, dude. You finished with 8 points, took multiple charges. This may have been the best game we've seen from you this season, man.
Absolutely.
Great game tonight.
Thank you. I just played my role. I did what the coaches told me to do. So I just played like how I should play.
I was kind of wondering, something Grayson and I talked about in the pregame, it was way closer than y'all would have wanted the last game to be. Being a senior, was that anything on your mind? Like, man, my career almost ended. I'm not letting this happen again.
Yeah, I was like, no, we're not going out with a loss today. We're winning this game. So we're playing again Tuesday, so that's all that matters. Survive in advance.
The big thing, Cole, I talked about before the year, like your role, like you were going to excel in your role. And at the beginning of the season, there was kind of some struggling with some turnovers, but as the season progressed, especially ever since you came back from injury, I mean, your game has gone up another level. You've progressed every game, and tonight it has really shown. Was there any conversation with the coach about, just not being frustrated with yourself? Because you're a guy who does get easily frustrated with yourself because you do expect great things from yourself. But was there anything of like, hey, I need to stay calm, this is my role, and I'm just going to perfect that, and that's how we're going to be successful?
Just confidence. That's basically it. They told me be confident in my shot, be confident in what I do, be confident in my passes. So that's all I had to do is become confident.
Right, absolutely. And you definitely looked,
dude,
more confident
all
past few
night
weeks.
You looked comfortable, you looked confident. Again, dude, incredible game. So proud of you, man. Congratulations. Thanks for talking with us, and good luck in the next round, man.
Thank you.
Coach Schaefer almost getting away before doing an interview.
This is a big interview for sure because after the last game,
for sure.
Didn't get to talk to him.
And now joining us, Coach, before we get to anything, one, I know you want to go celebrate with your family and your friends and everything, but your 100th victory tonight, dude, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
What was the focus coming into tonight's game? Because, again, the last one, we hate to keep harping on the same thing, but much closer than you wanted it to be. You came out with so much energy and very focused tonight.
Well,
How much did you, really drill that in throughout the last few days?
Well, and that's all we talked about. It was one, it was business trip number 2 is what we talked about is, hey, we can't come out here. We can't expect things to happen. We've got to make them happen. And we drilled that on Wednesday and on Thursday, talked about it again. With no school today, we were able to kind of get a little shoot around and workout in this morning. So, we knew, this team beat Pinkston, number 6 team in the state. And so we knew they would come out and be playing and give us a fight for us for sure.
So, Coach, man, obviously a huge game. Every game here is the biggest game of your life right now.
Right, yes.
Branson and Malachi, both almost, very quickly, a lot more quicker than any coach would want, get in pretty big foul trouble.
Right.
As a coach, how is that in a coach's perspective where you have two of your most important players on the team get in foul trouble? Is there a level of panic or is there confidence in the other players? Is it a mixture of both?
Well, I think it's a mixture of both. You know, we're not used to being in foul trouble, and so to get out early like that, but then you got DJ that stepped up and played really well tonight, and so you just trust the next man on the bench. And we always talk about the next man up. You know, we have some great seniors, but we also have some great sophomores and juniors that are playing really well for us. And so, you know, again, we trust them. You know, DJ was shooting in the pregame, and I just told him, I said, dude, I trust you. Yeah. You know, you get in, play. You know, and that's what we keep telling him. He's played some huge minutes for us for sure.
Coach, again, I don't want to take much more of your time. I got one final question, then I'll let Grayson end it. But, you know, y'all don't have a ton of weaknesses, but one that you do have is, unfortunately, there's been times where it's like, all right, here's my chance to put this game away, and you don't. Tonight, it felt like it was starting to slip away again, and then y'all put it into it, and you said, no, we're winning this game. How, as from a coach's standpoint, how tough is it to really put that into perspective for your team and everything?
Well, it's huge, and we talked about that, you know, all season long, that we'll get into situations where we're going to have to do what we did tonight. You know, we didn't do it very well against Lindale, but again, we learn from the stuff, and you know, every game is a learning experience, and so we learn from that. Come out tonight, you know, they battled back into with 3, and then we went into. It's not really a stall game, but it's a game that it's tough to defend if you don't know how to defend it.
Yes, sir.
And so when we do that, it gives our guys a little bit of freedom to attack the rim if they're there, and we just trust our guys. They make smart decisions.
Yes, sir. It looks like I remember y'all doing that last year. It looks like y'all have really gotten better and better and better at that.
Right.
Grayson, you got anything else?
Yeah, I got one more question, Shaver.
Yes, sir.
You know, obviously, you come into a program that went to the third round 3 of the past 4 years before you got there. Obviously, a lot of pressure was on you. How does it feel that you've reached? Obviously, the job's not over. And obviously, you can't be too satisfied. But how does it feel that you have reached the third round twice in a row when not many high school coaches can say they even reached the third round?
Well, and it's not about me, man. Any guy can coach these guys, man. They're so awesome. Even the guys last year. I mean, those guys are just a phenomenal group to coach, and this group here, they're just special. And so it's all on the players. You know, we get to go out there and have fun with them, but those guys come out here, compete hard, play hard, and they answer the bell. Like, you know, just tonight making free throws at the last minute. Right. You know, those things that, you know, it's hard to put into words into that, but man, it's a great group of kids.
You can't hear Chad, but we're zipping in on Coach Avery's shoes. One, shoe game always on point, but tonight I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
Well, I give all that to Cade. Cade picks out my middle son picks out most of our stuff here, so I can't take credit for this. But it's funny on either Monday night or Thursday nights we're like, okay, here we go. We set the suit out, try to figure out what we're wearing. He picks it out, so I give all the credit to Cade on that one.
Nice. Well, luckily we get to see it one more time, at least
yes,
one more
sir.
time, Coach.
At least
one,
good.
Congratulations on 100 victories. Congratulations on winning tonight. Thank you so much for talking with us, and we'll see you again here in a few nights.
I appreciate all the stuff you guys do, man. We again to be able to do this, have people all the way around the country be able to watch this, man. You guys are awesome. We appreciate everything y'all do for us.
Thank you, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great night. And again, we want to thank every single one of y'all for hanging out with us here tonight, man. I'm barely have a voice left. I'm exhausted. Y'all been hanging out with us for far too long, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and get out of here. One, again, thank you to every single person who watched tonight. Thank you to every single one of our sponsors. We literally couldn't be here doing it without y'all. Grayson, what you got?
First, I mean, congrats to Wilmer-Hutchins on a great season and a great fought game. But, man, on to the third round. This is where it gets testy, man. It gets testy, so I'm excited.
I am too. And, again, y'all stay tuned to Front Porch News and to the Sulphur Springs Wildcat basketball account on Facebook and Twitter and everything to stay updated on when and where the next game is. Obviously, we will be there. We'll be live again, and hopefully we keep going for a little while, man.
Hopefully, man. I hope it's for a couple more weeks.
I do too, man. On behalf of everyone here at Chaz Media, the great work from Corey Hankins and Chad Copel tonight, my partner Grayson McClure, I'm Tyler Lennon. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We will see y'all hopefully either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I believe Tuesday.
Yes, sir. See y'all then.